All right, Hank, stand by.
Wait a minute. I'm going to say, we've got an interesting show coming up today. We got some pretty neat fishing tips. We're going to go down in Arbuckle Wilderness and check in on Jerry Hagee. And to wind things up, we've got some bloopers from some of our earlier shows this year. So stay with us. I'm Hank Parker.
That's excellent, Hank. Stand by. Roll tape.
Tape's rolling.
Anytime, Hank. Try it again.
You want me to do it quick? What am I going to say?
Just what you just said. Fantastic.
What did I just say?
Let's have some fun. Hey, we got a good show for you today. We're going to get some good fishing tips. Go down to Arbuckle Wilderness, and you know what else we're going to do for the first time? I'll tell you. I'm Hank Parker. Stand by. That was real good, Hank. I just want to do it again for my safety. I really like that. That was good, bud. Now, when you get down bloopers from early things this show, so ought to be a lot of fun.
Earlier shows this year.
Right, and then give me a nice little thing. So it ought to be a lot of fun. Yeah, it ought to be a lot of fun.
Got some bloopers.
At least my producer says so, you know, something like that. So stay with us. I'm Hank Parker.
Okay, let's go.
Anytime, Hank.
That's outtake number one.
Right. You bet. Anytime.
Hey, we got a good... You ready?
Yeah.
Take 4.
You ready?
You bet.
Hey, we got a fun show today. We're going to go down the... All right, you ready?
Yes, are the viewers ready?
Yeah. You ready?
Stand by. Action.
Hey, we got a fun show for you today. We got some pretty neat fishing tips coming up. We're going to go down to Arbuckle Wilderness and check in on my good friend Jerry Hagee. And then a little later in the show, we got some bloopers or some outtakes from some of our earlier shows. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stay with me. I'm Hank Parker. That stunk bad. Let's go. You ready?
Look, guys, just go ahead and wipe to the open.
1, 2, 3, 4. The house needs painting, the grass needs mowing. Where's he at?
Hi, this is Hank. Sorry I missed your call. Leave me your name and your number and I'll get back to you.
He's gone fishing.
This is Hank Parker's Outdoor Magazine, featuring the first sportsman to win both the Bassmasters Classic and the title Bass Angler of the Year, Hank Parker.
You know, being a tournament fisherman, a lot of people come up and ask me certain questions like, what lure is most effective in muddy water? Or when to set the hook with a plastic worm? But one question that I'm rarely asked that's just as important is on balanced tackle. How do you select balanced tackle? When I talk about balanced tackle, I'm not talking about a rod that's balanced out. I'm talking about a rod that is designed, say, 12 through 20 pound test line, and a reel that's designed for 12 through 20 pound test line. And then put 12 through 20 pound test line on it. Then you've got a balanced rod and reel. And then you may select a lure that would work with that pound test. If you're fishing light line and you're fishing small lures, then select a rod and reel combination that's designed for lighter lines and lighter lures. You know, when you're using light line, you need a rod that will absorb some of the shock. If you hang that fish out there and you have a very stiff rod and you're using light line, that fish is going to break your line because your rod won't absorb any of the shock. So choose the right rod and the right reel combination for the right line pound test and for the right lure. I think if you'll try that, it'll help you out, and you may find that you'll just catch a few more fish. And when you get them on, you'll land them.
Hank, we're now in this country where we have a bull herd of buffaloes, and we're going to pick out a new breeder here, new herd bull. We have what we think may well be one of the largest bulls in America. You'll see him before very long, hopefully. That's what we're going to try to move today.
Well, when you shoot him, are you going to use a tomahawk or a spear?
No, no, we're not tomahawking or spearing either one of these. We're going to use a little tranquilizing agent on him so we can get him in that trailer without damaging him. Those tomahawk and spear days hopefully are over, and certainly with trying to wrestle a buffalo.
I've never thought about a buffalo really being an aggressive type animal. How about, are we going to be in any danger when we tranquilize him and try and move him?
Well,
is he going to resist that, or is he going to be like a cow?
No, they're not ever like a cow. Buffalo is never like a cow. And hopefully, no, we're not going to be in any danger. If we can, we'll dart him out of the truck. If we can't, we'll tranquilize him on foot, and he'll probably try to get away from us through these woods. And all we need to get is with about 50 yards of him, and we can get a shot. But to answer your question, yes, buffalo can be very, very dangerous when you're on foot.
Well, it looks like him over there, isn't it?
Hank, that has to be him. That's about look at the size of that animal. Let's slip out here and watch him for just a moment while we're in this bull pasture.
Oops, he's a little bit leery us getting out of the car, isn't he?
Yeah. You want to watch that tail arching up.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to stand still. Boy, they're fascinating. That is amazing to me how big.
What do you think about that animal? You impressed?
That's amazing. You know, it's hard to believe that at one time there were literally millions of buffalo roaming the plains of the United States.
Yeah. You know, there weren't just millions, there were 20 million.
Is that right?
Yeah, 20 million.
Do you think there's a chance that that can ever be restored, that we could see herds like that?
Oh, no. Those days are gone. And the reason they're really gone is that not that the animals have been annihilated, really. It's that the fences, you know, they're ranches now. That used to be open plains and open grazing, and now there's people own the land. It's privately controlled. And how would they roam?
Right.
Where would they roam to?
You know, the hunters get blamed for a lot of the extinction of animals, but I think that the man is responsible, but I believe it's more the progress or so-called progress of man that prohibit buffalo and things of that nature are really having a habitat, taking the habitat away.
Oh yeah, the habitat is what gets rid of these. Now, hunters, of course, got the blame of the buffalo, like Wild Bill Cody, Buffalo Bill, you know.
Bill,
yeah.
right.
And he killed a lot of animals. But he wasn't a hunter. He was hired by the railroads, as they were bringing the great Pacific Railroad through there in the 1800s, 1889 to be exact. They slaughtered those animals for the railroad by the thousands. In fact, at one time, the railroad companies had a buffalo hunt that they drove the train through the plains, and people paid to shoot the buffalo from the moving train. And they killed, in 20 years, they killed from 20 million buffalo down to less than 800.
That's horrible.
Incredible.
That is horrible.
Incredible.
That is horrible.
Indians hunted them for centuries and were able to live off of them. The buffaloes multiplied up to 20 million.
You know, harvest,
Yeah.
that's good. That proves exactly what you're saying. A harvest is healthy. Any kind of herd, any kind of management, you've got to have a harvest.
Has to have a harvest.
I know. That's good. Well, he doesn't like us talking. He is moving on. There he goes.
Yeah. Now, Hank, when we slip up on him and his tail starts to arch, that means he's excited.
That'll be a jewel deal, because that means I'm excited.
Yeah. And let's be a little careful, because we don't know whether he's going to run away or to us,
Well,
and we want him to go the other way.
I can promise you I won't charge him.
All right, let's go. Easy.
I promise. I'm backing you up now.
Okay, Hank, let me get this glove off so I can feel this trigger finger, and we'll just slip along. If we can stay on this road, maybe we won't spook him. And,
you think there's any chance when you shoot him he's going to charge us?
well, yes, there's that remote chance, but we're going to try to get reasonably close to a shot here, and we'll keep these trees between us. Now, I'll have to shoot between these trees. Let's hold it just a minute. We don't want to spook him. We want him to feel comfortable. And watch that tail. See him looking at us now?
Yeah, well, you bear in mind I'm the star of the show.
Yeah, yeah, I really am. I remember what is expendable and what is not.
You got him in the flange.
There you are, guys. See that arched tail that I'm talking about?
Right.
Now, he's excited. (10-4), he's hit, and right now we've got a big bull red deer chasing him. But yes, he's hit, and stand by. We'll be out to move him in a minute. Check your time. It should be 7 minutes from now.
In a moment, we'll rejoin Hank and wildlife conservationist Jerry Hagee as they try to move that herd bull to new pastures. And still ahead, some of this season's foul-ups, bloops, and blunders. So don't go away.
Ron, this is the only lure that'll catch fish on this lake. I got half of mine not to let you fish it because you don't have extra strong trilene on that reel. Don't lose it. The only place this lure is going is down a big old hog's throat. Uh-oh. Doggone it, Ron, I'm going to show you why you need trilene. It's up to 20% stronger. It's the line the tournament pros use, and it's the line that set 400 world records in just 12 months.
The revolutionary fish formulas are used by the world's best fishermen. Enough said?
At last, the ultimate in fish-finding technology, Humminbird's LCR Liquid Crystal Recorder, the depth sounder that bridges the gap between flashers and charts, combining the best features of both. Now the most advanced concepts in sonar are combined with state-of-the-art microcomputer innovations to bring boaters and fishermen more features and more fish-finding versatility than any other depth sounder on the market. LCR, the creation of a new generation from Humminbird.
Great, the team's already on him. Good job, guys.
Steady, boy.
Wait.
How in the world are we going to get him up that hill and put him in the trailer?
Well, you remember I said we're using 2 tranquilizing agents? We're going to antidote him, and with that, he'll come up on his feet. And he'll be alive enough and wide awake enough that we can lead him up to that trailer and hope pull him through that thing.
Well, when you get him the antidote, that's when I'm going to get back in the truck.
I probably want to join you if I can. So let's give it a try. Okay, guys, bring the antidote.
That's your antidote?
Yeah, this is the antidote that we'll be using on him. And we'll give him a shot. You want me to pull that trailer down a little more, Danny? Easy now. Easy. Okay, let's go. Pull him up, easy. Keep him out of those trees. God. Come on back, Jim. We'll get him in there in his neck or get caught. Hold it just a minute. All right, now, take your slack out. Tighten it up, tighten it up.
Got him in there.
Okay, let's get those ropes off his head.
Whee! That's more fun than catching a 10-pound largemouth.
I want you to understand. Okay, Hank, in the trailer and get those ropes off.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Well, what do you think about that, Hank?
I've had fish that's hard to get in the net before, but I haven't had anything like that.
Well, if he knew where he was going, Hank, he wouldn't give us a bit of problems.
He's going to get him some girlfriends.
That's right. He's going to be our new herd bull.
Well,
right there.
Right. There comes those other buffalo down to him.
Yeah, they're coming right down to him now.
Buffalo smelled each other. They were getting together there.
Oh, no question about it. You know, they were downwind. Look at that thing. He's nearly twice as big as those cows in that herd.
Moving on. I tell you, I think he's going to like his new environment. He seems to be blending in rather well. Thank you a lot for having me out. I have really enjoyed it.
My friend, it was good to have you.
Thank Coming up is our blooper segment. And I know you're going to find this hard to believe, but that's not the only mistake that I've made this year. So stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. And it stinks. And what am you want me to say? The jigging pig and the plastic worm. You know, it's two of the most popular baits on the market today. And there's probably 100 different plastic worms and jigs available, but two of my favorite are man's auger tail, the worm that swims in the middle, the flipping waggler, a plastic worm that has more action on the fall than any bait I've ever used, and Stanley's tricolored jig trail with man's auger frog. Probably the deadliest big fish combination available. Now, I've put these lures together along with the Fenwick 20 satchel box to make them available to you on a Hank Parker Outdoor Magazine special offer. Let me show you what I put together. The Fenwick 20 has an amber lid that is see-through. You have adjustable dividers and positive drawdown latches making the box waterproof. We have two 20 packs of man's flipping wagglers, two 20 packs of FS 454 coated auger tail worms, two Stanley jigs, one with a Magnum flipping hook, the other with a lightweight casting hook for light line use, and a pack of auger frog trailers, my favorite trailer. This is the finest fishing value I know of anywhere today.
Hank's Lure Pack and Tackle Box can be yours for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Send check, money order, or call toll-free.
Order yours today. In that same tree again. You know, you're going to find this hard to believe, but that's not the only bad cast or mistake that I've made this year. Coming up now are our bloopers. Coming up now are the bloopers. Coming up now are some of our bloopers.
Right.
That same tree again. I can't believe it. You know, I don't know if you're going to believe this or not, but that's not the only bad cast or mistake that I've made this year. You know, that's not the only bad cast or mistake that I've made this year. There's quite a few outtakes, as you're going to see coming up right now. Is that what you wanted, Doctor? What you bobber?
Here's Hank and his sons doing the close to his very first TV show.
Hey, thanks for joining me today. We had a great time bass fishing, and I really had a super time with my special guest today. I've enjoyed it. I hope you'll join me again next time. I totally blew it. I don't know why I don't have a train of thought. Watch your bobbers, buddy. Now what we're trying to do, look, we're just trying to close things up. So you watch your bobbers now. Right, sure. I just want you to watch your bobbers. That's all I want you to do. Hey, let me give you a tip on brim fishing. I found that brim are just like bass. They relate to shallow water cover. They work on the shady side of the structure. And I think when you make a presentation, if you'll drop it right next to the structure on the shady side, you'll find that it's more productive for you. And I blew the whole thing, and I don't know why I did it, but I did, and that's the end of it. Let me give you a tip on brim fishing. I found that brim are just like bass. They relate to shallow water structure. They're on the shady side of the cover. And I think when you're fishing and have the opportunity to go with your kids, if you drop it in on the shady side of the log, you'll find that it's more productive for you. I want to jump in the lake. You think I had some bloopers? Here's a few from my friend Jerry Hagee over at Arbuckle Wilderness. Get the mush out of your mouth, Hank. You think I had some bloopers? Let's go check in on Jerry Hagee over at Arbuckle Wilderness and let's see some of his last son of a gun. He got the mouflons caught up in the pits. What am I supposed to say? You think I had some bloopers? Let's go over to Arbuckle Wilderness and look in on Jerry Hagee's bloopers. Don't say bloopers twice. Okay. You think I had some bloopers? You ought to check in on you think I had some bloopers? Let's go check in on Jerry Hagee and see some of his less fortunate moments.
Yeah, that's fine.
Isn't this beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous what this snow turns this place into. Just a winter wonderland. You know, I thought something that really might be interesting today would be to see what different animals did from about 4 or 5 different continents from all over the world when they had to adapt to this unusual terrain and this unusual weather. Let's look at them right now.
That's good.
Look at them, not M. Isn't this... How can I be contemplative and serious when a tree attacks me?
Ready?
Yes.
Speed. Action.
Isn't this gorgeous? This snow is absolutely beautiful. Today I thought we'd look at about 4 or 5 animals from many different continents throughout the world, and we'd see how they handle this winter wonderland.
Sleigh bells
Ring! Are you listening?
Bye.
Isn't this...
Take 2. Stand by. Watch out for the tree. Take it again.
Now here's what happens when you put 2 great talents together.
There stands a great American heritage. You know, it's hard to believe that they used to roam the plains of the United States, just millions of them.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So today, what did we say?
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Buffalo. Well, there stands a great American heritage.
Isn't that a gorgeous picture? Look,
Beautiful.
on the crest of that hill.
Can you imagine what it would have been like hundreds of years ago when there were millions of them roaming the plains wild here in the United States?
Incredible.
I'm glad you've duplicated that here at Arbuckle. That's really nice. We're going to have fun today. What are we going to do? We're going to bring that big...
Excuse me, we're going to bring that herd bull in for his harem.
Bring him over to his harem. That stinks.
Let's try it one more time.
There stands a great American heritage, the American bison. Today we're here at Stinks, I lost it. I tell you, it's going to be an exciting show. We're going to have a lot of fun today. It ought to be fun trying to put a big buffalo. Wait a minute, I got it. There went a great American heritage. Folks, you just missed it. I could not put it together.
Now don't go away. Hank will be right back.
There are 3 ways you can try moving closer to these fish. With a gas outboard, with a noisy electric, or with a quiet Minn Kota electric. To a fisherman, the choice is black and white. Minn Kota, the quiet power that catches fish.
At Ranger, people are important. People like Garland Hurst and Randy Hopper that have helped build every boat. That kind of experience is hard to beat. Because we fish, we listen to our friends who own Ranger boats. Their ideas frequently are the best ones. Most of our boats are still being used, and we've been building them over 15 years. That Ranger quality goes into each boat we build, one boat at a time.
Hank Parker's Outdoor Magazine will continue in a moment.
Go for it with rehoming. Tough, dependable reels for any kind of fishing. Rehoming. There's never been a better reason to go fishing.
Hey, I've really enjoyed putting this show together for you this year. I hope you've enjoyed it half as much as I have. But you know, there's one thing that I enjoy even more than fishing and hunting, and that's spending time in the outdoors with my family. So let me encourage you to spend time with your family and enjoy the outdoors. Until next season, God bless you. I'm Hank Parker.
Hank Parker's Outdoor Magazine, sponsored by Fish Formula. We fool Mother Nature. Humminbird Depth Sounders. Minn Kota, quiet power catches fish. Ranger Boats, we still build them one at a time. Ryobi, there's never been a better reason to go fishing. And by Tri-Lee, extra strong.
The house needs painting, the grass needs mowing. Where's he at?
Hank, this is Tom. You told me to call you when they're biting. They're biting.
Gone fishing.
It's more like me. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Chris. I'd like to say hello to my mother and my father, my little brother, my nephew, and my niece. The lady next door.
Can you believe I did that to him?
Well, as you've seen today, we've rescued a few animals, we've fed them, we've put out fresh yeah. Can you splice in on something like that and take it?
Is Jerry Hagee, animal expert.
Yeah!
Hey, 42!
Put out fresh what? Fresh? What in the devil's fresh that we'd put out?
So it's very simple to match up your rod and reel. And then put your line, put the right balance line, and I don't know why I got off on all that, but I lost what I was doing.
It's very good. It's fine.
Yeah, it was fine. It was real good. Matter of fact, it was so darn good. I'm going to Hollywood next week. Are you ready, my man? Stand the camera, man. Slow down, Hank. Don't force it in. You ready? You know, the outdoors is a big part of my life, and I enjoy spending the time outdoors with Bill Landers. He directs our show, and Bill wears ski shirts. Let me encourage you as the year goes on for you to take your family and enjoy some of the great outdoors. Spend some time with your kids. Take them fishing. Take them into the outdoors. Go bicycle riding. Do anything but get out in front of that one-eyed mountain. It'll drive you crazy.